a little at loss for words on these. We'll call that a midlife crisis, right? I guess if you were into illicit activities, it would blend in. And first, see if we need to find him some therapy or something like that. Hey everyone, and welcome back to DC MotorWerks. My background might look a little odd to you, and if you remember, not too long ago, it seems like just a few days ago, my good friend Ed Bolian celebrated his 40th birthday. And his viewers for a long time have said that he is a boomer, which would make him a lot older than 40, but he seems to have embraced that because he just brought me 5 Corvettes. I think Ed and I need to have a little chat. I think I'm enabling him a little with our parking lot here that he can do such things. He got these out of an estate and as in a whole collection with some other cars. They're not really our speed or his speed, so you'll see I'm a little at loss for words on these. I do like an XLR. I think those were neat. If you remember, I am a millennial, so those were kind of my growing up era, along with maybe kind of the C6, but I don't know where to start. We'll go with age, right? So this is an 82 Corvette. This is a C3 generation, kind of a unloved Corvette, but I actually love it. And it's mostly because of the color. It is this like seafoam green metallic, if you look, and it is crossfire injection, which was actually known to be a pretty terrible fuel injection system, but it's still there. So that must mean something. It does run. They've been sitting for a while, but with a good old jump box, it did fire right up and sort of ran, does things. It's got some wheels, but it actually came with its more factory style wheels as well. But the seafoam green, I think, is just super cool. And it is T-tops, or like we also call shower tops, because they are a guaranteed leak. But look at this interior. It is like metallic seafoam green, everything. And I didn't know you could really do that with the vinyl. I don't think it's real leather, but it's just it's a sea of seafoam green. All the pun here today will give you the old knee slap for that one. But I think it is super cool. It is an automatic, so it is proper for the theme that I think Ed is going for now, that he has turned 40. We'll call that a midlife crisis, right? You know, I don't know why people say a midlife crisis is when you're 50. I don't know many people that live to be 100, but we can aspire to that as long as we can still drive our cars. And I guess that's why you need the automatic. It's the knees, Ed. It's the knees. I did not bring the keys out with me, but see, they are the clear T-tops, or see-through. They're glass. I know, like on later Corvettes, they would, like the Targa tops would come with both. You'd have a painted one for, you know, summer, I guess. And then you could have a transparent one for nice fall weather like we've got here today. It's a complete car. Like I said, I don't know much about Corvettes. I can lean on to my buddy Joe Petralia over in Arizona for that. I know I sent him a picture of these and he was pretty excited about that. And that's because we are trying to decide what to do with them. Got the old power antenna. I do like the fuel lid being in the center under your Corvette flag logo there. Love the old, you can see the difference in the old like bumper extensions. Very 70s, 80s-esque. But we're gonna jump around a little because next in chronological order would be the C4 Corvette, which have been getting a lot more love lately. They were kind of unloved for a long time, but people do appreciate them as the last, like, I don't know, easy to maintain Corvette, because these were the last where there were no torque tubes and transaxles. So when they went to the C5, they moved the transmission to the back of the car. But back in C4 generation, they were mounted directly to the motor, more traditional fashion. And this is pure 80s with a digital dash and, again, automatic, but original radio. It smells proper in here. You got your Delco Bose. So they were still doing Bose back all the way back then. I think this one is a 84. So a very late C3 and a very early C4. This is the tuned port injection. As you can see on the fender, it is proudly displayed. But this one's actually in really nice shape. The dash and everything's good. I mean, for 80s, 90s GM, this one is proper. These all were kind of weird cars. I always thought they were strange with the sill here because you have to like get up and it is a little awkward there, but I guess that is good if you get in a crash that you have that there, and then the footwell and the passenger side is like non-existent. And that is part of because the transmission is mounted in the normal location, the bell housing and everything. Kind of intrudes on the foot space, as you can see here, even on the driver's side, but passenger side is a little more sacrificed. And again, we get a Targa top, so this is the later ones that have the one-piece Targa instead of the two-piece T-tops, which, if y'all have watched our videos for a while, you'll know I am a big fan of a removable roof. And if you're not, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, make sure you don't miss anything here. It is a nice creaky leather of the 80s. And it is in good shape. It's a proper red everything. GM was very known for making everything one color in this time period, even in the older one. It was just a sea of red in here. I guess if you were into illicit activities, it would blend in with your red interior. Crawl out. Oh yeah, do the boomer thing. Yep. I do love the wheels. The wheels are proper, and it is the wedge shape, so neat car. So this is the Cadivette, and so Cadillac had their own version on the Corvette chassis called the XLR, and these were super cool. These were part of the early art and science design language of Cadillac, with like the CTS, STS, the DTS. They all kind of had this real angular look, and the XLR I think was beautiful, and it actually is somewhat related to Mercedes-Benz because the roof mechanism came from Mercedes. So a little bit of home field there for us here. This one does have factory wheels with it, and I don't know what to call this, but it is like rubbery flexible, but hopefully that'll come off nice and easy. And besides that, it is a proper car. These came equipped with Cadillac's bespoke motor, the North Star, which has a bit of a bad rap, and my good friend Dave the Car Wizard is a big fan of those, and I agree. I like the North Star. I think it's super cool. And then these later, like longitudinally mounted XLRs, they are much more reliable and don't seem to have the issues of the early ones, but they were kind of plagued reputation even with that. I think it's super neat. It's Corvette chassis with more Cadillac stuff, you know, just kind of, it is ultimate of the generation we're speaking of, even down to the electronic doors. It is all Corvette stuff. And this is not the V, which would have been a supercharged North Star. It is just the base car, but the interior quality much nicer. I always thought these gauges were super cool too. You know, you get a wood steering wheel. I think these are super neat. And I know Dave and I, or sorry, Car Wizard and I definitely agree on that front. But maybe we'll play with this one a little more in depth before it goes. Show you the crazy top, because it is quite the thing to watch that thing fold into its many pieces. And that leaves C6. And this one is super spicy and special in a way, I guess. It is a true manual 3-pedal car, but under our clamshell hood, we've got an LS2, part of the LS epidemic where everything is getting LS swap these days. Not a big fan myself, but this one is a little spicy, which we'll save for a little bit later. You can see there are some aftermarket trimmings here. It's got some exhaust things and some engine management things, and maybe we'll save that one for a dedicated video. Proper Cameron spec because it has 3 pedals and a removable roof. Surprising these came out in 05, but they're not super exciting to me. I thought the C5 was much better looking. This was the first return to fixed headlights in a Corvette after the C5. A cool thing to note about Corvettes, they use a transverse mounted leaf spring for Corvettes up until the C7 generation, which we'll get to in just a second. So there's just one leaf spring at the front and at the rear that supports the vehicle, which is kind of very strange to think of for a sports car in the 21st century, because transverse leaf springs are what they used back on like horseless carriages and Model T kind of thing. So a little shocking, but just like the Mustang down there that uses a live axle up until just a few years ago, it worked. So, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And that leaves us the C7, or the Stingray, that the name was re-announced with these. And I think these came out, gosh, someone will correct me, but 2012, 2012, 2014, 14, I want to say is the first year. This one is kind of a base model Stingray spec, chrome wheels, automatic, but these were a big improvement in quality and handling and everything. It's like I said, these were the first departure from the transverse mounted leaf spring. So it's an improvement. It's a Corvette. I mean, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about these. It does have a removable roof as well. So you can see a theme here. It is not a fixed coupe as it should be. You know, anything that makes a good noise or sports car or whatever, I think the roof should come off. But again, that's just me. You can argue with me down in the comments, but you're still wrong. And that leaves us the crowd killer. So this is a crowd killer. Like I said, I'm sure it's wanted in multiple states because of its priors. But this is a Roush, I want to say Stage 3 is what Ed told me. Mustang. It's only got like 51,000 miles and looks like a proper car. It is salvaged, typical Ed fashion there. You know, you got to have a story if Ed's going to have something like this. But this one actually looks like a really proper car. Has a proper transmission in it, 3 pedals. You know, it's a Ford still at the end of the day. I would start all these up and show you all of that, but maybe in another video because most of the batteries are dead and they require some servicing from having sat for a little while, but all the stuff is in this one. You can see the Roush is everywhere and you have a nice twin screw supercharger, which I love very much. I love supercharged engines. I'm not as big on the turbo stuff. They are fun. The noise and the power that a supercharger makes is quite proper in my book. I'm not sure what they have going on with the McLeod thing, but got another Roush sticker here. Ford Mustang 4.6 liter 3-valve intercooled supercharger kit. It's a crowd killer. It's a Mustang. So don't know how many bodies it has under its belt or how many quarter panels it's been through. It's a car. So now we need to go have a conversation with Ed and first see if we need to find him some therapy or something like that for doing such a thing.
Well, it looks like I spoke too soon because I just bought all of these cars from Mr. Ed Bolian, so I'm going to be booking a therapy session here shortly. But I now need to sell all of these cars. So if any of y'all are looking for a new, fun, and exciting car, please reach out to us at admin@dcmotorworks.com.
In the meantime, let us know what you think and let us know if there's anything you think you'd like to see with these cars. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. We'll see you on the next video.